Hey guys, in today's Disney Rewind, we're going to be talking about The Sword in the Stone, released back in 1963. The Sword in the Stone is about a boy named Wart who doesn't realize that he has a grand destiny ahead of him, so it's up to the wizard Merlin to train him to become the next King of England. So, our overall impressions on The Sword in the Stone.
Well, Sword in the Stone was a movie that I didn't remember whatsoever, and now I know why.
I take it you didn't enjoy it?
I enjoyed Sword in the Stone, but it wasn't... I mean, there were some really good parts, some parts that I really liked and laughed at and everything, but then there were some parts where I kind of got bored and I just wanted to get up and move around and was waiting for it to get over or go to another scene.
Yeah, I was pretty much the exact same way. There were elements that I found fun and funny and cute, but then other parts I got bored. I started drifting in and out. I think I had an entirely different idea of what The Sword in the Stone was like. I honestly don't know what I was expecting. I mean, I remember seeing the cartoon because I remember watching the cartoon a lot when I was a child. I remember really enjoying it. But yeah, I think as an adult, I think I'm a bit disappointed. I guess I'm disappointed because I love Arthurian legend so much, and this wasn't really Arthurian legend to me. It just took the Sword in the Stone and Merlin and King Arthur, and that was kind of it, and that was all like at the end of the movie. And the whole rest of the movie, was like not Arthurian legends. I guess that's what's frustrating me. Did you feel that way?
Sure.
Sure?
Like the Sword in the Stone, well, we were introduced to the Sword in the Stone at the beginning.
Yeah, first minute.
But then it didn't show up until the very, very, very end.
Like the last
And
5 minutes,
Arthur,
I think.
Arthur just runs over there, lifts it up.
Ta-da!
The movie's done.
And God's light shines down on the Sword in the Stone.
And that was it.
Yeah, and then the movie was over.
But I guess we're missing the point of the movie, which was that if Merlin had not trained Arthur to learn all those things about himself, then he wouldn't have been able to go over there and just lift it up within a second and leave. But still, it was a boring process to Arthur.
Yeah, I understand the purpose of what Merlin was doing with Wart, aka King Arthur, but still, it's like the process of it was really boring, like she said, so... Not to say that we totally hated the movie. I mean, I still liked it. I didn't downright hate it like I hate Snow White, for instance. I still liked it for what it was, but yeah, not as good as like Lady and the Tramp and 101 Dalmatians for me personally. So, moving on from that, let's talk about our favorite character.
I would have to pick between two characters, and that was Merlin and Archimedes, which was his pet owl. Merlin was just really funny doing stuff. I like when his beard kept getting in the way.
Yeah.
And then Archimedes was he was just funny. He didn't want to do anything. He didn't care about anything.
He didn't care about Wart's grand destiny to be King Arthur. Yeah, I think out of all the characters, Merlin and Archimedes were definitely my two favorites as well. They were just the best parts in general. They were the most funny and humorous, the best lines of dialogue, I think. And it's a shame, we're supposed to be following Wart, and I kind of didn't really, I don't know, he was okay. I guess I felt indifferent to him. Merlin and Archimedes definitely kind of stole the movie. I also just found Merlin really humorous too, because apparently he can time travel like Doctor Who or something, and he knows the future. Not because at first I thought maybe he could see the future, but apparently he can
travel
to the future, and so he knows things. He knows that Wart will will become King Arthur, and that King Arthur is an iconic figure later in the future. And
then a movie's going to be made.
Yeah, movies will be made about him. And yeah, he knows about trains, and he even went to Bermuda where he had like sunglasses and
swim trunks.
Yeah. See, I liked all of the shout outs to like things that, you know, us as a modern viewer we know, but then Wart's in there questioning like, what does that mean? I don't know what you're talking about, old man. As far as characters I definitely didn't really like, what was her name? Madam Mim?
Yeah.
Good God. Oh God, that was boring. Jesus Christ, that was boring.
That was just like a showdown and
a wizard showdown.
Yeah.
Like Harry and Voldemort. And then, Wart's, his stepbrother, I mean, they were okay, because they're the antagonists. They're the foil to Wart's, you know, achieving his destiny and Merlin trying to help him. So yeah, I liked them because of what they did in the overall plot. But yeah, Madam Mim was like, oh, stop, go away. Moving on to best song? Were there songs? I know there was singing, but I don't have any tune in my head right now.
Well, I liked that introduction song. I don't know if that could be counted as a song.
Yeah.
Where
it
where it opened up the movie and it was showing like a storybook.
Mm-hmm.
And
the minstrel was singing.
Yeah, he was singing about what had happened. What happened? I guess to the old king.
Yeah, because he was saying King Uther had died, and now England was in turmoil or something.
Now the sword came down from the heavens and stuff. So I like that song.
Yeah, I'd probably say that one too. And then I kind of like the song when Merlin and Wart were as fish and they were swimming, and that little song. Can't remember how it went, but I kind of like that one.
Up and down.
Yeah, something about up and down. Some. Favorite scene.
I liked when.
I wonder if we're gonna have the same one for this one, because I was thinking about it. I bet we have the same one.
I probably have what you're thinking is probably my second. My favorite would be when Merlin was packing up his bags. I don't know, I just thought it was funny and everything that was happening, and
he was doing magic to get everything.
Plus that was a song too.
Yeah. He was being lazy trying to get all his stuff in his
he was
Mary Poppins bag.
Yeah, he's shrinking everything. I don't know, I just like that scene, but I'd probably say my second favorite was probably the squirrels.
Yes, that's mine.
Is that yours?
Yes, that's mine. My favorite scene was when Merlin turned him and Wart into squirrels, I guess is what they both were, and a female squirrel was chasing after Wart, and oh god, that was just so adorable. But definitely the best scene in the whole movie. Just so funny and cute, but then sad. Yeah, but they got sad at the end because Wart kept telling the female squirrel that he was, you know, a human boy, and she didn't understand, and so it was really sad at the end when Merlin turned him back into a human boy, and the little female squirrel was sad. Seriously, God, Merlin. And then moving on to best line. Did that say it all?
Yeah. The only thing that I can actually remember was during the squirrel part.
I think it's the same one I was gonna say.
Well, after Merlin turned back into a human, and because Merlin had a squirrel after him too, and she just kept getting all on him and everything. So then he changed back to a human, and the squirrel saw him as he screamed, and he was like, "See, I'm a crockety, grumpy old man," or something like that.
As I had a similar line in that same scene when Wart's getting chased around by the female squirrel, and Merlin says something like, "She's a female as well as a redhead," or something. Oh. I can't remember the line. It was really funny.
He was telling. I think he was telling Wart that he was lucky because she was a female squirrel and she was a redhead.
Yeah, something like that. I couldn't tell if he meant it in an insulting way or a praiseworthy way, but yeah, it was still a funny line. So now it's time for a book recommendation. If you like The Sword in the Stone, you may like Les Morts d'Arthur by Sir Thomas Malory. Les Morts d'Arthur is one of the leading books on Arthurian legends. It has basically just about every single story in here. So So yeah, if you like Arthurian legend and you've never checked out Le Morte d'Arthur, you better check it out because it's kind of a must in Arthurian legend. And then also, the movie is based off of the T.H. White novel, which I think is called The Once and Future King. So, I guess I recommend that one too. I have yet to read that, but I'd really love to. It's definitely high on my list of Arthurian books to get. So, in conclusion, if we had to rate The Sword in the Stone on a scale of 1 to 10 Mickey ears, what would you give it?
I'm having a hard time deciding whether I want to give it a 6 or give it a 7 because it's like, it had those parts that I didn't like, but then, then there was the stuff that I did really like, and like I really liked the character of Merlin and everything, which made the movie really good, but then
it's confusing.
It was kind of boring. So it's kind of like,
it's confusing.
I don't know if I should just give it a 6.
A 6 is about what I'm giving it to. Close to a 7, though. Pretty close to a 7, but a 6. So, in general, I guess we were both disappointed? A wee bit disappointed with The Sword in the Stone? I was disappointed. I don't know about you, but I was disappointed because I was expecting a lot more. And
I wasn't really expecting anything. So.
I was just expecting a lot more, and it kind of just didn't go the way I thought. I don't know, just from my childhood, the images I had in my head, I don't know. But yeah, still fun for what it was, and yeah, we definitely like Merlin and Archimedes and whatnot, but yeah, still kind of overall a bit too boring for us. So that's it for this month's Disney Rewind. We hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you liked this Disney Rewind, you may like these other Disney Rewinds. Bye guys.